Hi, I'm Joe Revita from Empire Music and EmpireMusicOnline.com in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I'm here with a new release for 2020 from Taylor Guitars, the Taylor 818E V-Class Grand Orchestra. So for those of you who are Taylor guitar fans, you know the Grand Orchestra model because it existed in the past. As Taylor began to revamp their lineup with V-Class guitars, they did the Grand Auditoriums and Grand Concerts, and they've slowly but surely been filtering the models back into existence. And one of the first two Grand Orchestras is this 2020 818E. What is an 818E? Well, the Grand Orchestra, you can see, is a much larger body shape. And the 818 is an 800 series with a Sitka spruce top with a beautiful antique blonde finish and East Indian rosewood back and sides, which are really excellent. Mahogany neck, and with all Taylor guitars, the West African ebony fretboard and bridge. They have new designed inlays called the Mission inlays this year. This is maple bound with koa purfling. So you can see the maple binding and the beautiful koa. Single ring abalone Paua inlay here and custom headstock inlay. So what's really, really cool about the Grand Orchestra is it's Taylor's largest model, so it gives us the most headroom, the most dynamics. But the V-Class design has given us a new way to author tones out of it, which is exciting. The V-Class design, for those of you who don't know, the bracing internally is like a V as opposed to a traditional X. And why that's important is we found that it makes the guitar more responsive, it makes it sustain better and sustain longer in tune. So as the notes decay, they don't warble, we don't sound out of tune. But it allows the guitar really, I think, most importantly, to sound cleaner and be more dynamic. And what does that mean? A guitar like this with a spruce top obviously has a lot of opportunity to give you different types of tones. Whether you be a fingerstyle player or a big strummer, spruce top is what you see on most guitars. East Indian rosewood gives us extra bass and extra treble with a compressed mid. Good to know. Now we have a bigger body shape here. It makes everything kind of bigger and like boomier, right? But the V-Class design allows for quick responding. So if we pick lightly through playing heavier, the dynamic range is much more massive. We get great tone with a light attack. So if you want to play fingerstyle, or if you want to pick individual notes, play lead guitar on it, you can do that through a really aggressive strumming pattern. So for those of you that have watched my videos before, you know I like to do dynamic ranges. I think it's important. This guitar is going to really be one of the best guitars at it because it can play lightly through heavier. So let's do that. I'm just going to pick lightly through it, through strum pretty heavily, and then we'll see what you think. It's impressive. I mean, really, really massive range. When we're playing up top, what's the first thing you noticed, I hope, was not only do you get a lot of tone from the lighter playing, but the top end notes are really, really round. And I love that because a lot of times when we play rosewood guitars, since they have that extra treble, we can kind of get a little bright up there, a little more attack driven. The V-braces really edge that out and give us more roundness, right? Which we like, and fullness, but the bigger body shape here even gives you a bigger piano-like tone. So it's really, really focused up there and beautiful, but it's still really dynamic and responsive and defined. So it doesn't lose its clarity, even though, we want to get a warmer sound. So it's a really fine line there. The bottom end is huge, it's massive. And the number one thing I noticed right away is its focus and sustain. it isn't tubby. You don't hear this note and it doesn't feel like it's really wide. It's just like where it's kind of like a thud. It's really, really on point, stays right where it's supposed to stay, but it's really, really just boomy and boastful. So that's great. And the sustain is outrageous. Like when you play those notes and they just sit on that G and let it ring at the very end and through the individual picking, I hope you notice, is those notes bled out. What did they do? They bled out evenly, which is really, really great. So the notes bloom and they kind of give you that extra, that we all like and we love to hear. It doesn't, the sound wave doesn't do this. It doesn't basically collide into itself and go wah, 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 because that makes the sound out of tune. It's kind of like I always say, if you ever went to a school auditorium and you played their big old grand piano and you hit a bass note, it doesn't sound very good, right? It sounds really lousy. So those notes will dissipate, but not evenly, which is really, really crummy. We don't like that. The V-braces solve that problem. So really, really important that we get the ability to play those notes and let them sustain, but then let them sustain evenly for a long time. Now Brett's gonna hand me another pick since I dropped mine. Faux pas number one. Gives me a time for a quick commercial. So if you like this guitar, you can go to empiremusiconline.com. You can call us at 412-343-5299, or you can text me 412-915-7118. What makes us special is, one, we're a Taylor Guitars online preferred dealer, which there's only about 12 of them in the US, and we're independently owned. We're one of the few that isn't a chain. So I'm always here for you, available all the time. So we always follow up. We do full factory setups on everything that we sell, whether it be in-store or online. So we ship it to you. It's gonna play perfectly out of the box to factory spec. In-store, same experience. We're really proud of that. Whether you buy this Taylor 818, a Baby Taylor, any of our products, we spend a lot of time making sure that they play perfectly. We'd love for you to subscribe to our channel too. If you could do that, that'd be awesome. But most importantly, we'll get you an amazing deal and make sure the guitar plays like it's supposed to from the factory. We don't do just generic inspections, whatever that is, 55 points. We can do a 56-point inspection if you want. More importantly, our guitar is gonna play like it should because we do a full factory setup. Separates us from everybody. Obviously, you get an amazing hard shell case with this, free shipping, etc. Now, back to it. A weak point in a guitar like this could be the mids. This guitar's got a massive bottom end. It's already got tone woods that are compressing your middle. So this would lead me to believe that we're gonna be disappointed in them. And I think we're gonna be surprised here because first thing I noticed when I play the guitar, like all the V-Class, it's just like, man, Taylors always are so balanced and defined. I love that. I really thought this guitar might be the first one that kind of struggled, but I find it to be pretty pleasant and it does a great job. So let's check it out. Really lively through the mids. Obviously, if you play a mahogany guitar or a maple guitar, those are going to be more aggressive in the middle there. But this really, really allows for all styles of play. So if you want to do individual picking stuff, arpeggios, finger style, it'll do it. Big strumming, awesome. It gives a great place for your voice to sit when you sing because the mids are slightly compressed, but they're not underwhelming. They're really present, and I think that they're really responsive. And that's something I just really noticed here. Even just doing this video is like, man, that sounds really, really lively up there. So this is the 2020 Taylor 818E V-Class Grand Orchestra, Antique Blonde, Sitka Spruce, East Indian Rosewood. I'm Joe Revita from Empire Music, empiremusiconline.com, 412-343-5299. Text me, 412-915-7118. Give us a shout for anything you see in our Taylor collection or any other brands. We're here for you. We're always available. Make sure you have a great experience. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel.